Christian, the word respect came up quite a bit prior to the match. Given some of the comments that Memo Ochoa had made, how satisfying was that goal, and to what extent do you feel like you guys earned that respect tonight with this result?
I mean, I think we've earned respect the last couple times we've played them. They understand what we're about. We understand what they're about. That's what makes a great rivalry, and just really happy that we could come out on top again tonight. And we knew it was always going to be a good game against Mexico, and to get 3 points just helps us get a lot closer to qualifying for the World Cup. I mean, I don't know. It's just idea came to my head. That's it.
Stephen Goff, to your right.
Christian down here in front. What? How much did you feel you could contribute? Was that about the right time? You felt like you could make an impact coming into the game, and how quickly were you able to really get into the rhythm and produce?
I was ready to come in at any point in that second half, and I'm happy I could come on and make a difference. And I mean, the timing seemed, you can't argue with the timing. It was perfect, and got the goal, and then that really sparked the team. But I mean, even towards the end of the first and the second half, we had some periods in the game where I think we were really strong, and we had it was our game to lose, it felt like, and we played really well today.
Henry, front row to your left.
Hey, Christian, just to follow up on the shirt, was there any specific message behind it? And also, did you write it yourself, or did somebody else help you out with it?
I think you guys know the message. I don't really need to speak on it too much. It's not a big thing I'm trying to cause controversy. It was just an idea that came in the head, and I actually wrote it in a mirror. No, I'm kidding. So somebody did it for me.
Thanks very much, Christian. Greg spoke real briefly in passing about coming back down to earth after this game. It's a huge result. You guys, you would know what the score line means and everything that's tied up in, Dos a Cero. What do you think the process looks like for this group? Because it is a younger one, right? So in terms of coming back down to earth, moving forward, turning the page to Jamaica, what does that look like for this group?
Yeah, first of all, it looks like getting good recovery in and preparing ourselves as best as possible, because this game's behind us now. Like I said, it's huge to help us to get 3 points. And now we're first place in the group, and to be in this position is unbelievable, but we haven't accomplished our ultimate goal yet. So Jamaica's going to be a tough match. We know what they're about. We're going to get the scouting report. We're going to prepare as best we can, and that's all we can do now.
Okay, straight back.
Christian, right here. You've been on the team now for 6 years. Would you say, how would you describe the game in terms of it being one of the best games you guys have ever played, and besides being a big game, just how well you guys played?
I think, we've definitely had some good games. I think as far as against Mexico, you could argue it was one of our best games. I thought there were stretches in the game, like I said before, where I felt like we were really dominant and we had control of the game. Obviously, they have their moments. They're a good team. We know that. I was really proud of that performance, so it's definitely up there.
Hey, Christian. Paul Tenorio here from The Athletic. I wonder, how difficult it was to miss the qualifiers last window, trying for the pain to go away enough to get back on the field, and kind of what the last couple weeks has been like as you are trying to get back ahead of a game this big, and maybe just what it felt like to reach that goal and to cash it in the way you did.
It was tough, watching the team from afar and watching them compete. And obviously I always want to be there and be a part of the team, but I think they did a good job. and watching that just pushed me even more to try to work on my recovery and try to be back for this window. Obviously, I work hard every day and try to get back and try to be healthy, not necessarily with the thought, I need to be ready for this Mexico game. But now that I'm back, I think the timing was perfect, and it all worked out well.
Ron, second row to your right.
What was the severity of the ankle sprain? And it seemed you were on the verge of coming back several times and then had setbacks. During those weeks, what was going on?
I mean, it was a high ankle sprain, a tough recovery for me. Hadn't really had an injury like that, just from a tackle, so it was a bit unlucky, it felt like. And there was just dealing with pain in different spots on my ankle, and it was just about making sure it's right. And now I feel like it's in a good spot, and recovery I think was pretty standard for how long it was about the right time, and now trying to play pain free.
Thanks to both of you. Christian, congratulations, Jonathan Tannenwald from the Philadelphia Inquirer. You mentioned a moment ago comparing this game to some of the past Mexico games you've been involved in. I was wondering if you might compare it to the Nations League final, specifically, stylistically, and qualitatively, and also if you might say a word about Zach and how well he played in Golden Knight.
I would say, I mean, if you're a coach, I think you're much happier normally with a 2-0 than a crazy, 3-2 or something. But obviously they were much different games. But I think I really like the performance and the way the guys stepped up today here. So that was an amazing performance. And you said Zach? Yeah. I mean, huge save early on. We know what he's about. How calm he is on the ball, and he deserved a deserved shutout. Obviously, he played fantastic, but we know that what he's capable of, so it doesn't surprise us.
Christian, Mike DeCourcy from Sporting News. What does winning 3 in a row in less than 6 months against your arch rival, all in real competition, not friendly, say about the development of this group?
It says a lot. We've come a long way in the last couple of years. Mexico has always been a tough opponent for us, and to now win 3 in a row is obviously amazing. But that doesn't mean that it's time to be complacent and time to think, we're the best around. It's like you said, now it's Jamaica. Focus on Jamaica. So it's just about just keep going, really, and we want to continue to prove what this team is about, and hopefully start to show the world what this national team is capable of.
Hey, Christian, this is Corey from Cincinnati Public Radio. I just want to ask you about coming on the 70th minute. You're getting prepared mentally to make a difference in this match. What goes through your head as you're getting ready to come onto the pitch?
Really, just what can I do to make a difference, to help this team? Not much more than that. Preparing, getting yourself physically and mentally ready to go into a very intense game, because that's not always easy.
Second row to your right.
Christian, Claudio Villalobos from Football en la Piel. It's usually in soccer saying that you're not as good as your best game, not as bad as your worst game, but the team seemed to have been on a roller coaster at the beginning. How do you feel that you guys are right now? Where are you? How do you feel as a team that because of the great performance tonight, like you already stated a couple times, how do you feel that you are at this point of the competition?
I think we're definitely pleased with the way we're playing at the minute. But again, I think we can improve. I think there's things that we're going to continue to work on, and no reason why we can't get even better. So we're happy with where we're at, but throughout this qualifying process, we still want to get a lot better.
Thanks, Christian. We'll be right back with